Welcome. Welcome whether your week has been gentle, demanding, or somewhere in between. Whoever you are, wherever you've been, and whatever you carry, you are welcome here. May these next few minutes be moments of calm, of safety, and of community. Let us begin our time of thought and reflection together. This week's theme is drawn from the Meditations of the Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius. He wrote, "It's unfortunate that this has happened. No, it's fortunate that this has happened and I've remained unharmed." Born in Rome in 121 AD, Marcus Aurelius was a key figure in the Stoic movement, a philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. For Marcus and the other Stoics, philosophy was not just an intellectual exercise, but a practical guide to living a virtuous and tranquil life. They believed that by understanding the world through reason, by acting in accordance with nature, one could achieve a state of inner peace, regardless of external circumstances. Stoicism was a philosophy for the real world, designed to make people more resilient and happier. This classical understanding of Stoicism, with a capital S, is a far cry from what we might call somebody who's a Stoic today. This is often characterised by the very British sentiments of chin up, grin and bear it, or maintaining a stiff upper lip. This modern interpretation often implies suppressing emotions and enduring hardship without complaint, a sort of grim determination. However, the ancient Stoics were not advocating for becoming emotionless statues. Instead, they sought to view feelings with a sense of detached indifference, accepting them as natural and not letting them overwhelm their rational minds or force them into irrational actions. It's unfortunate this has happened. No, it's fortunate this has happened and I've remained unharmed. This is not an encouragement to simply trudge on in the face of adversity. It's a powerful call to consciously shift our perspective, to focus on the positive aspect of a negative event. It's the difference between feeling unlucky to have been in a plane crash and feeling incredibly lucky to be alive despite being in one. The event itself does not change, but our experience of it does. We have power over our minds, not outside events, and in realizing this, we find strength. This idea is well illustrated in the ancient Chinese parable of the farmer whose horse runs away. I know you've heard it before, but it's a good one. When the horse runs away, the farmer's neighbours pity his bad luck, but the farmer simply replies, "Maybe." The next day, the horse returns, bringing with it a herd of wild horses. The neighbours now celebrate his good fortune, but again the farmer says, "Maybe." Soon after, his son falls while trying to tame one of the new horses and breaks his leg. The neighbours offer their sympathy for this tragedy. "Maybe," father replies. A week later, the army comes to the village to conscript all able-bodied young men for a war, but the son, with his broken leg, is spared. This story reminds us that bad things can lead to good things, and that every cloud has a silver lining. Of course, this can feel a bit happy-go-lucky. Some issues and tragedies are profoundly difficult to be positive about, and to suggest otherwise can seem glib. But the core message here isn't about ignoring pain or pretending that everything is wonderful. It's about recognizing that in many situations we can choose our mood. We have the agency to decide our response. We can curse the traffic jam we are stuck in, fuming with impatience and frustration. Or we can take a breath and be grateful that the crash ahead of us does not involve us. We can be thankful that we are safe. The traffic doesn't magically disappear, but our experience of it is transformed. This is the essence of the Stoic lesson. It's not the event, but our judgment of the event that causes our suffering, and our judgments are up to us. Let's take a moment now to consider the judgments that we make on the events that surround us. We end by saying thank you. Thank you for listening. And this coming week, please remember to be kind to yourself and take time to consider your reactions to the events that impact you. It is fortunate that this has happened and you've remained unharmed. Go well.